Hello Darts Nuts, welcome to Darts Review channel. In this video I'm going to be having a look at the Mission John O'Shea the Joker darts. Quite a colourful dart and kind of the style that I normally like. So let's check them out. So I'm reviewing the 24g version, the 95% tungsten. They're also in 22 and 26g in steel tip, 20g in soft tip, and the retail for £54.95. So they come in this quite colourful slimline cardboard packaging. You've got some fancy shimmering text on there as well, and inside little plastic inlay holding the darts in place, and they come fitted into the Mission point holder and supplied with the Sabre short polycarbonate and alley top stems, and a set of the John O'Shea Joker standard shape flights. So the dart's fit with a black coated point, and it's kind of a front tapered style. Looks a little bit like the last Ted Hankey darts, can't remember, or the ones before the last ones, but it's got that kind of like similar nose to the what the Hankeys had. Might have been a bit better if it was a little bit closer to the point, because you've still got a little bit of a lip there, but I suppose it's not too bad. But it's got a very nice coral PVD coating on it with a kind of a sandblasted finish. I do like the way that looks, and the way the light kind of changes the colours on it a little bit. Very nice, and fairly chunky at the front, and obviously tapering, but it's got a ring style grip, so there's a decent level of grippiness there. It's not like super grippy, but probably maybe higher than medium just about, but has a nice feel. A nice looking dart actually. And there's the short Mission Sabre stems, the polycarbonate with the alloy top, and the very colourful Joker John O'Shea standard shape flights. So it's got a slightly unusual nose, kind of like a trident cone, almost like a curved cone shape, and it's wide at the front like I mentioned before, and very fine thin rings with a kind of a slightly beveled edge and curved grooves in between, but that coral PVD coating with that sandblasted finish looks really nice. You get slightly different colours depending on the way the light hits it, and the grip is pretty much the same all the way along, and as you get towards the ray it just kind of tapers thinner, and then on the very end you got a smooth section with the Mission logo, and you can see that kind of sandblasted finish on that coating. So there you go, that's the super close look at the John O'Shea Joker darts. The darts fit with black coated 26mm point. You've got that kind of a curved cone shaped nose, that's 4.8mm, and then a very thin ring grip with the curved grooves in between, and the coral PVD coating, that's 39mm, and then the smooth section on the end except for the coral PVD coating, that's 7mm, length 50.8mm, widest 7.4mm. It's 24.22 grams, 24.21 grams, and 24.25 grams. Full setup 26.06 grams. Here's the balance with nothing attached and with the supplied setup. And this is the balance with medium in between short nylon stems and standard flights. It's just a bit above medium level grip, so maybe 6 out of 10. Oh well, they'll group together. What was the weight of these again? 24 gram. I kind of feel a bit heavy. I thought there were more than that. They felt heavier. Might be just because they're quite front weighted. Oh, treble 5 champion. 1 treble 20. Quite like the feel of the grip though. It's fairly sharpish feeling grip, but that PVD coral sandblasted coating or whatever it is just has that nice dry feel, which I quite like. The only thing I'm not sure of is, like, my fingers like resting there, and that kind of like slightly strange nose there, it's catching that like lip, and it feels quite sharp at. Don't know why, maybe because it's got that bit of a curve to it. Just trying to throw them a bit flatter there just to see, but I think you're better off when I do my normal kind of a loopy style. Oh, 2 trebles, that's my normal style. But got a chunky feel at the front, so quite a nice one for a front grip, but just for the sake of trying it, I'm going to try it from the middle, just one try. Doesn't feel quite as comfortable to hold from the middle, but the grip is kind of similar. So one try from the rear section. I think it's probably going to feel a little bit more front heavy from there. Yeah. Actually was flying a bit straight through the air there, so it will be fine for mid and rear grip. There's no reason why it shouldn't be, so I think it just depends if you like a front weighted style really. Right, 1 dart at each double. Nowhere near. Close. Ah, double 19. Wrong double. I know I like green, but sometimes I'd like to hit the one I'm aiming for. No, I think with these it's just getting used to the feel of the weight, because they kind of do feel a little bit more front heavy than I was expecting. It's double 16, isn't it? Nowhere near. Doesn't look as if I'm going to get any doubles this time. Ah. Oh, double 9. It's just like I'm millimeters away from when I get close. Again. Hopeless. Right, I'm running out of chances here. I should have went for the double 7. Yeah, trusty 17 and 18. There's 2. Like I say, I just go straight into this. Obviously, if I practice with them a bit longer, I'd probably get the hang of it. That's 19, so that's 3 in a row. Ah, 20 let me down. Ooh, it was close on the bullseye. But like I say, it's just a daft little challenge, so that's one challenge. Right, the other day I was doing a practice run for challenges, but they were kind of taking too long. I did about 4 or 5 different ones, and the main challenge was 100 darts at 20, but it took about 10 minutes or so. And with the other challenges, I thought it was just going on a bit long. So what I'm going to do is kind of similar to that, but I'm going to throw 30 darts like you do when you do 100 at 20. If you don't know what that is, basically the double is 2 points, single 1 point, treble 3 points. So I'll throw 30 darts. I've got a little clicker counter here, so I'm going to count 10 throws. So let's get on with it. But normally I don't do 30, normally I do the 100. So that's 2. Typical. So that's 2 trebles and a single, so 7. That's 9 total. That's 14. 1 treble and 2 singles. Oh, 2 treble 20s and a treble 5. That's 6 points, so that's 20 total. Nowhere near. Oh. 21. Nah. Oh. 22. No. 26. Nah. 28. That's 30. All right, last 3 darts. Oh. So that's 34. Next challenge. Right, so I've opened it up so you can see the full board again. This is what we call 180 round the clock. You might call it something different. It's another version of round the clock, but the maximum you can score is 180. So you throw 3 darts at each number. Same as before, double is 2 points, single 1 point, and the treble 3 points. So it's just 1 to 20. I should just aim for the treble 20, then I'll get the treble 1. That's usually the best way to do it. I put myself right off now. I know there's not much point in aiming for treble 1s, because obviously you wouldn't really be doing that in a match, but it's just something different just to get you used to going on the board. So that's 3 points. 7 points. What was that, 12 points? Didn't throw that right at all. Put me off that. 13 points. Oh, come on. 18 points. 22 points. 24 points. 26 points. That's 30. $34. Normally I do worse than this. This is quite good for me. 36. My board has got soft parts and like hard parts. It's a bit mixed like. 37, 38, 41. I've never had so many trebles doing this. Wrong treble. 43. 45. 48. 50. I couldn't see the treble here, the dart was blocking it, so 50. Memories are going a bit funny. 51 years ago, trebles. 17s was my best area. I used to often get 3 in. I forgot what that one was. Was it 51? $53, I think, unless I miscounted. Nowhere near. Oh, 54. Last one. Oh, I think that was 56. So there you go. Now, when I've done the challenges, I've just done them straight off, so I'm not messing about doing lots of practice and then just showing you the best ones, because the idea is kind of like how I used to do it years ago. When I'd get a new set of darts, and maybe have 2 or 3 like normal throws, and then I'd go straight into a routine of different challenges, and I used to record everything, and then a week later I'd come back and do the same challenges after I'd been playing with the darts for a week, and then see whether I was any better or worse. All the ones that I did better with, I would put them in a drawer and keep them, and then a few weeks after that I would kind of check them over and see which one was the best out of the ones that were left. And that's how I eventually came to like the John Lowe darts, because they always seem to be working best for me. But then I had an injury and I lost my natural throw, and 18 months later, didn't matter what I threw, because everything just didn't go where I wanted it. So so I spent a lot of time redeveloping a new throw, and I think it's been a slow, laborious progress. So I've give up really bothering about it now. So now I just, like I say, I play for the fun of it, and that's why I always say happy darting. But quite like the feel of these. It's got a nice front weighted balance to it, but the grip has a nice sensation as well. It kind of reminds me a bit like the one that's on the Target Sprint darts, which is one of my favourite darts. I think this one's a little bit more square edge rings, and the Target Sprint were kind of a little bit more oval shape, but it's got a similar sensation to them. So I think for front grippers, definitely a nice one, and it should be fine for mid and rear grippers if you like a front weighted style. My only little niggly concern is that little lip. It kind of has like a sharp feel to it, so a little bit off-putting at times. I should have put some of them little cone things on and that would have sorted it out, but it's only a small problem. But anyway, these are the darts that were won by, I think it was Bob Panazar. I think he's from Canada, can't remember now. So as soon as I've got this review done, I'll be sending them off to you. So I'll leave you with the gallery so you can have a close look at them. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy darting.